Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Being a Carer with Kes. My name is Kesiana Akwara Ate, a health and social care trainer. Welcome to my channel. To all you amazing, lovely, awesome, old and new returning subscribers who keep returning, watching, liking, oh my good God, you are simply the best. Yeah, and if you're just watching this channel for the first time, hey, what are you waiting for? Click on that like button, subscribe, and of course click on that notification bell, so whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. All right. And also follow me on Instagram. Yay, finally I have an Instagram account. All right, follow me on Instagram, Care by Kes, and on TikTok, Care by Kes as well. Yeah. All right, so what are we talking about today? We will be talking about interview questions for a support worker. So if you're a support worker out there, you have applied, you have gone through the selection stages, you are now about to have your interview, these questions will come in handy for you to be aware of. All right. Thanks to one of my subscribers who commented and asked that I should, make a video on that. So if you're out there and making the video now, this is for you. All right. So what are the possible questions you could be asked during your Zoom interview with your employers? First question you might be asked is, why do you want to be a support worker? Yeah. So you tell them, you want to be a support because you're a compassionate person, you are caring, all right? And you have empathy for those who you are going to be supporting, and you want to help them to live their best life. That is the possible response you could give. You could decide to coin yours however you want it to sound, but it must come out right and straight and honest. Does that make any sense? The next question you could be asked is, let's say you are in your home, because like I said, as a support worker, you have a key person, a key service user you are supporting. But there again, you could have somebody else who you are supporting, because like I said, in a home, usually you have 6 people maximum or 2. All right. So if you have more than that, you as a support worker might have your own person you support. But does that mean it's only that person you'll be supporting? No, you could support other people. Yeah. So let's say you were asked, if the service you are supporting kicks you or hits you, what would you do? Now, your answer to that should be that it could mean they need something or want attention. Why? Because you feel, because your duty as a support worker is to read their care plan. Yeah. So you have read their care plan, and you know that just when they do or behave in such a manner, it means that they need something or want attention. Yeah. Now, another question can be asked is as well, if you see one of your colleagues abusing a service user, what would you do? Now, that is a very tricky one, because it all surrounds what they call whistleblowing. Now, whistleblowing is an act in the UK where you report incidences where you have witnessed with your own eyes, not what somebody told you or what you overheard, is a colleague doing to a service user. Now, by law, you should report it. So if you see a colleague of yours abusing a service user, what do? You walk up to that colleague and say to them, listen, what you are doing is wrong. And then you report it. Because if it is found out that you knew but you said nothing, it will be termed as though you were an accessory to the act, and you could lose your job. And like I said to you earlier, we do not joke in the UK with those who have learning disabilities, who are vulnerable, basically. Yeah. Another question you could be asked is around safeguarding. Now, let me let you know as well that a lot of these questions you will be asked are scenarios. They create scenarios. All right. And they want to see what your reaction will be. So I would do well to say to you that think about it very well before you answer. Do not show any form of nervousness or whatever. Be honest. Look at them in the eye and tell them what it is you want to say. Yeah. So let's say now, like I said before, a question around safeguarding. Take for example, ask what is safeguard? What do you know about safeguarding? What do you understand safeguarding to be? Simple. Safeguarding is all about protecting your service user or your client, making sure that they are free from abuse, harm, and neglect. They cannot self-neglect while you are there. Okay? You also have to go even further to give a scenario. Say, for instance, you have a service user who has epilepsy, and one of their triggers is heat. Remember my videos on epilepsy and the triggers? and the room, you notice that the room is getting hot, what do? You open all the windows so there's ventilation. And of course, that trigger or that epilepsy seizure would have abated because you have, sorted it out immediately by making sure the place is well aired and not hot for your client. All right? Now, also, you could be asked the question, what happens, what do you do rather when a service user you took out or you went out with runs away? Now, let me also say here that you are not allowed or permitted by law to run after them and grab them. No. Like I said, it is their free will. They have their human rights. And again, if you grab them like that, they could bruise. And how do you explain that? Remember what I said, that there are some offenses that are never filtered out for your DBS. And one of those is what? Safeguarding offenses. Because when you do that, safeguarding breach. All right? So you can walk after them briskly and say to them, please don't run away. Come back here, please. I will get you what you want. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I am sorry if I hurt you, blah, 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 blah. If they still insist on running away, you let them go. You call the police. Yep. I mean, I think at some point I have to give you the 6 principles of safeguarding. Yeah? You let them run away. You call the police. When you don't call in the police, of course, they'll ask you a lot of questions and all of that. You have to answer those questions. And then you call the home to say, oh, you were out to so-and-so and they ran off. You tried to plead them to come back, they refused. But you have called the police because they will ask you, what have you done? You cannot say you have not done anything. You call the police and they call the home. Yeah? And finally, the last question you could be asked is, what is your duty of care to those whom you support? Yeah. Now, this question is tricky, so you have to think about it. And of course, the answer to that is to protect yourself and the person you support. Keep yourself safe. Your duty of care is also to ensure that they live their best life possible. They maintain their inner circle of friends and family. So they must have a social life. Yes? You're also to ensure that they meet all their hospital appointments with their GPs, their physiotherapists, their occupational therapists. They go for all their aromatherapy sessions if they have any. That they live a good life. The kind of life any normal human being would live. You're also your duty of care rather is also to ensure that they meet all their individual set goals. Because like I always say to people in my training sessions that our duty as support workers is to help them, to set targets for them and help them achieve those targets. That is our duty. That is our responsibility. Okay? Your responsibility is also to give them an option of choice. Help them make decisions. Not for yourself, but whatever you do must be in their best interests. Okay? And of course, you have to ensure that they are happy. They do what others do. If they want to go out for a ride, they go out for a ride. That's so you know. Some of them have cars. But of course, they don't drive those cars. You drive it for them. Yeah? So I hope this helps somebody out there. All right? And again, I hope I've also answered all your questions. All right? So I wish you good luck with your interview. And I hope you are successful. And I hope to see you here in the UK soon. Yeah? So all of you, thank you so much for tuning in today. So next week, what are we talking about? You will find out what we're talking about next week. But on Sunday, by His grace, I will be uploading a video on Down syndrome. Because like I said, as a support worker, you will be working with people with Down syndrome. So it's important that you know exactly what it is you're working with. Or better to understand the condition you're working with. Yeah? So until I see you in my next video, never you forget, no matter what the matter is, you matter so much more. Au revoir.